Welcome, and today we will be discussing how to connect and use all the different parts on this Crystal Lights. The first part we're going to go over is the power supply. When you get it, you're going to have to plug in the part that goes to the wall into that end. Same thing that you would have on like a TV or something, pretty straightforward. This little box is a 12-volt unit, and they are widely available if you should ever need replacing. The end on it is proprietary, but we can get many more of these. We choose this style because it's locking, meaning it doesn't accidentally fall out. And the way it works is that it pulls back to unlock it. And as you're pulling back, it actually pulls it out of the socket. And when you go to push it in, you just push in and it will click and lock in place. We'll discuss on where that goes in a little bit. The power supply also has a blue light to let you know that it's in fact working. Very helpful in troubleshooting. The box itself has, let's go over the bottom first. Bottom has 4 different little feet on it, so when you put it down on the counter or something like that, you're not going to have metal touching it, and it'll provide stability for it. And this gray piece is called the shoe. And this is the shoe here. And this is part of the tripod. So the shoe slides onto the tripod. There's a button on one side, a lever on the other. You're going to push in that button a little bit and then let go when it gets to the middle. This has about 3 inches of travel forward and back. You can adjust that if needed. When you have this shoe in place, you're going to go over to the other side, the lever, and just give it a 180-degree turn until it cinches down and you can't move this plate. If this lever has been moved too many times, what you'll need to do is pull out the lever, turn it, and continue the process of tightening. So the lever, as I pull it out, it reveals a nut here which is not moving. So the lever right now is freely turning, but nothing else is moving. That's why we're able to do that if, let's say, the box is covering this. You can move it and turn it, and it's not going to interfere with the box. We have a separate video on that, which you can get into greater detail if you need to. And let's go over the workings on the system now. Let's start with the power supply. Where are we? On this side with all the buttons, we have one area that fits this power supply. The power supply is shaped like the letter D, or this part that you plug in. And the letter D faces, the flat side faces down, and it snaps in place and positively locks. As we go to remove it, pull back, wiggle, 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 and it pops out. So again, that's in. There's nothing else on this side. We do have some air holes. This and this is where you stick in the light bar. Let's orient this so you can see it. And we have power, lights, infrared. And let's go ahead and, when we turn this on, this display comes on, and that's basically letting you know that the power's on. This display is the frequency generator. It has lots of different frequencies. There's a separate little video on it. Essentially, you're going to press and hold these, and it'll make it changes. It goes hertz, megahertz, kilohertz. We usually stay in the hertz. I like to do chakra ones, or maybe solfeggio, like 428 or 532 or 111. Those are all great. The duty cycle we don't play with, but we typically keep it at around 50%. You can do 40, 50, 60%, anything in there. It basically tells how long that signal is going to be on versus off. So we like to have a 50% on, 50% off. This knob on this side is for the infrared, and that's the red lighting that shines down on the client so you can adjust how bright it is. And the button over here controls the infrared, turns it on and off. When you have your lights hooked up, they will be controlled through these 4 red buttons. When you push mode, that changes one of 15 different lighting programs. You can make some of them go faster or slower. If you like a specific lighting program and you want to keep it in memory, push set. What that will do is when you turn off the system and turn it back on, that'll be the first light program that will come on. Finally, we have the plug for the lighting system. The plug for the lighting system clicks in place. To remove it, you press down and pull out. It only goes in one way. It's shaped like a L. I don't have any right next to me that I can plug in. We'll be back shortly to do the lighting and show you what that's about. And welcome back. Here is the plug for the lighting. It is shaped like an L, and it goes in as so. You're going to hear it go click, and voila, the lights come on. We can turn off the lights, turn on just the infrared lights. We can adjust the brightness of the infrared lights over here, but we're going to focus on these lighting system right now. So again, going over to the mode button, changing the lighting system. We have chakra colors, we have random colors, we have all white, we have, and then straight colors like all red, all green, all blue, things like that. If you find one you like, again, hit set. If you want to speed one up, like this one changes, so we can hit the fast or slow about 10 times to adjust the speed. And the frequency generator here sends pulses of current at, well, right this second it's set to 111, so that it's sending pulses of 111 hertz current into each and every one of these with special coils that are creating scalar energy, which is going into the crystals and amplifying the energy output of the system. And that is the long and short of it. We have separate details on how to install the crystals, and that will be found in the owner's manual. But that's the long and short of it. Thanks for watching.